What's going on, guys? Aldryn Estacio here with FlytPath.com, and today I have a really nice hard case for the DJI Spark, and this is from PGYTECH. They actually sent me a bunch of accessories for the DJI Spark as well as the Mavic Pro. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about this new waterproof hard case from PGYTECH. So as you guys know, I do a lot of case and product reviews for drones and drone accessories, and this one from PGYTECH is one that I was really interested in. This one is another hard case, but the difference with this one is I think they took a lot of time and attention to detail for a lot of these smaller pieces that are pretty standard on most cases, but PGYTECH I think took it up to another level. So let me quickly talk to you about the exterior of the case first and talk to you about some of those details. So as you see here, it is a fairly slim case. Now we are talking about the DJI Spark here. So of course, DJI Spark is a small drone. So the case is actually fairly slim compared to some of the other ones I've seen. And this is designed to hold everything that comes in the Fly More package. So the one thing I did like when I received the case is that it does feel very, very strong as far as how these ribs go. These ribs kind of give you a little bit more reinforcement, as well as there to protect your hinges on the back side, as well as they give you a little padding on the bottom to prevent some of the scratching and scuffing that it'll take while this is in the field. Now, the one thing I did like about PGYTECH case is that, like I mentioned, the attention to detail on some of these front components here of the case. So of course, a lot of the cases will have things like these locking systems here that you're able to put like a padlock or something like that for a little added security. But instead of it just being a hole within the plastic, they went ahead and added these little metal grommets here for a little bit added protection and security. And one thing here I like about the handle is that it's not a handle that flops around. This thing is actually put in a way where if you push it down, it'll stay down, and if you have it up, it'll stay up. So it doesn't flop around like some of the other cases and be really loose. So if this was something that was in your bag or in like a overhead compartment or something like that and it was flat, it makes it very easy and you won't hear it flopping around in case you have movement in the car or anything like that. So that was a nice little touch for the case. It's a soft cushion handle right here, and it is tight so it does not flop around and it stays flush when you want it to stay flush. The next thing I'll talk about is the latch. Now, I've seen a bunch of different styles of latches. What I really like about this one is you have to actually do two steps to open it up. You actually have to pull this thing down. There's a little tab right here, you pull down, and then when you pull that down, you're able to now flip this up. And the reason why I like that is because some of the other cases I've seen where you can actually just pull it from the bottom here, and if you pull it hard enough, it will disengage and it'll unlock. Here you actually have to have a two-step process to do this, and makes it a lot different because you're pulling down from here and then pulling up. Some of the other ones, there's a latch underneath here that make it easy to flip up, so that you know with something like this, because it's a kind of a two-step latching system, you know that if this gets caught onto something, it won't lift up unless this is also engaged. So that's the reason why I really do like this style of a latch. It has a little bit more peace of mind for security, and you know that it's not going to accidentally get caught and pull up just in case something hits it. So it feels a lot more secure. One thing that's nice about this case is it has this auto pressure release. So if you are traveling with it and you have any change in pressure in the cabin, this thing will then let this case breathe from the inside. So you're not going to have any additional pressure within the case. Let's go and open up the case. And the first thing I did notice here is this nice large ridge. Now, of course, just like many other cases out on the market today, these ridges protect from weather and the elements. So it does have a nice gap here with a rubber gasket, and that is to protect it from the sides and the front all the way around for weather sealing. So here's all the components that this is rated to hold. You have the remote control, you have the DJI Spark, 2 battery slots here, an area for your prop guards, cables, accessories, chargers, the hub, and your battery charger right here. The cool thing about PGYTECH on this case, which I've seen, that they did maximize the case as far as utilizing some of the bottom storage. So as you can see here, the Spark actually sits up high, which works well because down below, they open up this cavity here. They provide you areas that can hold your DJI Spark landing gear. So PGYTECH also has these landing gears that you can use to put onto the bottom of your Spark, as well as another cavity here for propellers. So all you have to do is put this cover back on here, and then your Spark sits nicely on top here. And as you can see from the side view, you have some of these things that come up just a little bit, but what's great is that it does have this 1-inch egg crate foam on top to keep things like your props and everything secure while you're transporting your DJI Spark. The one thing I do like about this case and their foam is actually this nice thick padded foam, which isn't too hard. Now I've seen some cases where some of the foam is really, really hard. Here they have a couple layers. So you have a softer layer, which is down below. Then you have a more of a dense layer on top. And I think that dense layer is there to keep the foam and everything intact and to keep everything nice and keep its form. So you can see here that there is nice soft padding on the inside to protect all of your remote and your drone and all of your accessories. And then it has a little bit of a thicker top piece, which here this color is red, to keep the foam and the structure intact. All of the foam here is nice laser cut, precision cut to hold all of your accessories. So everything fits nicely within here, and I didn't have any issues about being way too snug, or I didn't feel like it was going to be protected. Everything that is in this case is very accessible, nice and easy to take in and out if you needed them. So I did like that about that, and I think you've seen in some of my other cases where things might be a little bit too tight or just didn't fit properly. I think they really, like I said, took a little bit of more time and attention to those small details just to make sure that everything is well protected, but at the same time, very easy and accessible. So there it is, guys, the PGYTECH hard case for your DJI Spark. Now, the one thing I want to mention is the price tag on this thing right now currently is around the $150 range. I will go ahead and put all that information down below. So this is more on the higher range as far as price goes, but I think that price range does happen because of the attention to detail that PGYTECH took on this case. Another thing too is if you are an advanced flyer, you more than likely might not need all of your prop guards. You know, you'll mostly need these if you're going to be flying for the first few times, as well as if you're going to be flying indoors. So if you are a flyer that wants to have a little bit of a slimmer case, this one of course is on the bigger side because it's meant to hold all of your accessories. So the only other downfall besides the price tag is of course the size, but this is definitely a really, really solid all-around case if you want to hold all the stuff that's for your Fly More package. So there it is, guys, the PGYTECH hard case for your DJI Spark. If you guys got some value from my video, please don't forget to hit that like button, and also please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos to the channel. This is Aldryn Estacio from FlytPath.com. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.